Maybe you didn't choose what happened to you. Maybe you didn't deserve it, but you don't have to spend the rest of your life carrying it like it owns you. Your trauma may explain some of your pain, but it doesn't have to rewrite the rest of your story. God can bring healing in places that you have been afraid to touch. So don't give up on yourself because you're still hurting. You may have been wounded in your past, but your past doesn't have to become your future. Welcome back, beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. If you are new here, my name is Jonathan. I like to help people trust God more and personal growth. If you guys do enjoy the content, consider leaving a like. It really helps out the algorithm. And today we're going to be adding to the trauma section of today. And I really hope you guys enjoy this one because this one's not easy to put up. So let's get started. Someone's wound, some wounds don't bleed, but they still control your life. You can move on from that situation, but be trapped in what it did to you. You can go to work, you can smile, you can go to church, you can talk to people, and everything is okay with you, while deep down you're still living the same thing that happened that day, years ago. And sometimes the hardest part isn't that it's remembering, it's what happened. And realizing that this is what happened to you and it's still affecting you, and that's what you're becoming. So the question for today is going to be, are you free from your trauma, or have you learned how to live with the chains? I hope you guys are ready for this one. Alright, guys, so the first bullet point for today is going to be trauma can make you live in fear. Trauma can teach your mind to consistently expand something that has never happened, or something that's really bad and just make it repeat over and over. You start protecting yourself from things that you even haven't even existed yet. Scenarios are not even there. But God doesn't want your past to become your prison that you live in today. In 2 Timothy 1:7 it says, "For God gave us a spirit of for God gave us not a spirit of fear, but of love and self-control." So ask yourself, how much of my life am I allowing fear from the past to control me? What happened that day? What hurt you? Who hurt you? And learn from there. That is what triggers this part of my life. And this is what triggers me to do this. If you don't go confront it, you are never going to get past it. If you don't allow that to work in you, you will never be able to be okay. You will always live in that, well, I need to do this, I need to do that. I'm telling you from years and years and years, I put myself there. I put myself there every single time because I didn't think I deserved to be happy. And sometimes I still feel that way. I mean, being honest, that's how I feel sometimes. And at the end of the day, God is still working in you. Doesn't matter how much you mess up, your conviction is going to be the point that, or your turning point for your entire life. Now, the second bullet point is going to be God wants to restore you with what was broken. Breaking free doesn't mean pretending the trauma never happened. It means refusing to let it happen again and become the definition of who you are. God can meet you in the places you still hurt and being rebuilt in what you thought was already broken. Permanently broken, actually. In Psalms 147:3, it says, "He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds." So I want you to ask yourself, what if the one thing that I thought would always define me is actually the place God wants me to heal and start from? What if that is the starting line for you? What if that is a place that you need to go to start? What if that is where it is? And for me, it was where when I was a little kid. It all started somewhere, and if you don't pinpoint that spot and you keep avoiding it, you will always be stuck in the same patterns. The enemy will always have a hold on you. You will always be living with the chains. I have been there personally, and I hate the feeling. And I'm not gonna lie, there's times where I go back because it's like it's hard to say that if I was okay, then why didn't the people that were supposed to protect me didn't protect me? So, yes, it is very difficult. It is very traumatizing. But if God wants to work in you in that area, then you have to give Him your all. It only makes sense to at least try. If you don't try, you're never going to fully know if you are going to be okay. Alright, guys, so we're going to finish up with this last section today. Let's go right at it. Maybe you didn't choose what happened to you. Maybe you didn't deserve it, but you don't have to spend the rest of your life carrying it like it owns you. Your trauma may explain some of your pain, but it doesn't have to rewrite the rest of your story. God can bring healing in places that you have been afraid to touch. So don't give up on yourself because you're still hurting. You may have been wounded in your past, but your past doesn't have to become your future. If you guys ever need to reach out to anybody, my links are always open. I love you guys. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.